There we go. But yeah, if you're just coming in this thing, we're about to have Trey Songz in here for a little quarantine convo. A few minutes with Trigger. A few minutes with Trigger. That sounds like something inappropriate, but you know the vibes. Happy Friday. We waiting. Trey Songz about to jump in here real quick. Here we go. Let me add my guy. Said my guy like he know me personally. That's my friend though.
What you say? A few minutes with Trey, ain't it?
I know, right? It sounds like something inappropriate, like a couple minutes with Trigger.
You need more than that. What's up?
Let me stop, because I really feel like we friends for real, because we got a lot of the same friends in common. But I ain't want to name drop, but I'm Cash Dog.
No,
DJ.
Don't do no name dropping. Don't do no name dropping.
I'm Cash Dog DJ. I'm definitely name dropping that. And I missed the show. Y'all had a show in Chicago, I think, and that's the one show I missed. And I was so mad, like, dog.
Hey, that show was lit. That was what? When was that?
It was last year. So
this
mad.
was last year or the year before that?
It was yeah, I can't remember, but I missed it regardless. But
you missed it, so it don't even matter. It don't. You won't
It don't even matter. How you feeling?
I'm good. How you?
I'm good. It's kind of hard to talk about and be jolly about life because so much is happening right now. But I guess I got to start by saying, hopefully you're having a good Friday. You know
I mean, the thing about it, I didn't talk to my friends about that and like a few people about that. And the thing about it, in order to be energized and give of yourself to what we need to happen,
yeah,
you gotta find times for yourself. You gotta find moments of happiness, because if you depleted yourself, you can't give what need to be accepted and received. So you got to take time for yourself. You got to make sure you smile, make sure you do things that make you happy. And even in these times, you deserve to be happy no matter what's happening in life. Just make sure you attribute that time that you have to making sure other people's happiness is important as well.
I feel that. So what makes Trey Songz happy these days? I know, you got the baby boy, but, other than that.
Yeah, that's what makes me happy, for real.
Yeah.
He's definitely the number one on that list. I mean, other than that, I love making music. I love my fans. I'm actually very appreciative of the time that we've had in pandemic and quarantine and all that, because, it's giving me chances to realize what's real, what's not. Not that I ain't know before, but, who in it for you, who in it for this or that. It's just a moment of clarity, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I've been happy through most of these times, even in the sad moments. I've been happy, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, you got to find ways to be happy, or you ain't gonna be able to give to nobody or nothing if you can't find happiness within yourself.
That's true. I definitely agree with you wholeheartedly. Now, I'm not a performer, and I'm not a singer, but I'm a DJ, and I always think about, like, during this time, reconsidering, like, professions, being as though you're an OG in the game. Do you fear, like, where this is going with the whole pandemic and everything like that? Like, what's next for
No, I ain't tripping. I ain't scared. Like, this a like, I'm Black in America, baby. We've been through worse.
Yeah, they say we're officially in a recession now, so
I mean, in this time of my life, I have achieved many things I never thought I would. I have seen dreams come to fruition. I have influenced and inspired people all around the world. It's gonna take more than this, or get me scared. We resilient.
Exactly.
I know my resilience. I know my fans. I know that music is a healer, and I know, although I am a musician, an artist, like, it's more facets to me than that. So
yeah,
I ain't really I never felt contrived to one space just because that's what I do.
Exactly. Well, you're definitely inspiring us with how many more times. Like, I know I've been seeing that people have been using that as their anthem, posting videos and messages and stuff like that on the gram. I always wonder about celebrities, though. Like, I know you've had your run-ins with the police, but have you ever been in a situation where, though, you felt like this not going right, this is not, like, you could possibly get in some deeper stuff with the police in this situation? Because, like, regular people, we got to deal with that all the time. But, like, celebrities, Do you still get like nervous getting pulled over and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't nothing change when
They'll be like,
don't
"Oh,
nothing
you
change.
Trey, you good, you."
Nah, that ain't how it works.
Yeah, I
I've
figured
been
it.
beat up by the police many times in my life. I don't speak on my personal experiences with police too much because I done made it to where I am without, having to highlight the injustices I've been through, and people been through way more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think as Black people, especially Black men, we are viewed as a threat before we even viewed as anything else. So police interact with us aggressively from the time we young men.
Okay.
So I wasn't who I am. So I was off in my 20s. So any interaction before then, I'm just a Black man. And any interaction after that, I'm a rich Black man. So I'm more so a target.
Yeah.
Because if you can pin down a rich Black man, one that thinks he has power, one that thinks he has influence, one that has parades of people following him, believing in him, it's a greater duty of you to take him down than it is to take just a civilian per se.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think us as celebrities, we see both sides of the spectrum. And with that being said, there are people that do respect and vow to honor their badge. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're speaking up in these times. I haven't talked to any personally in these times, but I have had good encounters with police.
Okay.
To say that they all have been good is fictitious, and to say that I'm comfortable with police is fictitious.
Exactly. Okay, well, I know you don't got a lot of time, but let's get to back home. You've given us a lot of Trey. Do you feel nervous, like, with your female fans? Like, do you feel like, oh, okay, so I'm giving y'all this, and next thing, may come marriage or a bigger relationship. Do you feel fearful of sharing so much with your fan base now that you here?
I mean, the fear ain't really based off
or just feel
female fan base and how they gonna react to me falling in love, and that wasn't never nothing that I really centered my focus on.
Okay.
If you ever pay attention to my career, my life come first.
Yeah.
Like, the people in my life come first, my family come first. Trey Songz take a back seat to everything Tremaine got going on.
Okay. So you would definitely share if you was about to pop the question and all of that?
No, that don't mean I'm sharing everything either.
Okay.
That mean that ain't a moment of fear. That means I protect what's mine, and when I feel that it's protected to the place where I can bring it to the world and not be harmed mentally in my psyche or in my heart by what negativity, positivity, whatever may come back. When I'm comfortable with knowing that, I can share whatever.
And that definitely that's a good place to be in. I mean, because you're a grown man now. Mr. Still Your Girl might hit a little different, but the value is still the same. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
niggas still get his junk took. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I was gonna ask you, like, you still asking who want to come over Trigger, or is that still the line at the shows?
Man, that ain't your business. Ain't no shows either, so ain't nobody coming home.
when they come back. But real quick though, before I let you go, I was watching Dave Chappelle's comedy special, and he spoke on celebrities being quiet, because he was like, oh, I don't want nobody to say my name because I've been talking on this for a long time. But he spoke on celebrities not overshadowing the work that people are doing, like the regular people are doing. So he wanted to stay silent. How do you feel about celebrities using their platform? Because I know you were out there protesting. I saw you on the bikes with Usher and stuff like that.
I feel like, in these social media days and times.
And do you knock other celebrities for being quiet if you don't, if you want to answer that?
I mean, like I said, in these days and time of social media, you got people who believe access to a person is greater than what it actually should be. Yeah. Access to a person's thoughts, access to how a person deals with grief, access to how a person deals with love. You want to know their opinion on everything. I think there are many ways that you can show your support for this movement. I think it's specific to certain people, how they should do what they feel is good in their heart. But when you have platforms that speak to so many people, how could you not implement yourself there in some way, shape, or form? You could go spend money. You could donate. That definitely helps. But using your voice, the same voice as an entertainer and a celebrity, that especially in the music field, when 90% of us have garnished our love and fame of the Black community, no matter what you're doing. Yeah. So for you not to speak up on the behalf of the Black community in some way, shape, or form, I ain't rocking with that. Like,
okay.
But I do feel as though people deal with, like I said, grief, depression, all hurt, anger, everything in different times. And I think in social media, we've allowed ourselves to be too privy to what it is people think. Yeah. I think just because this is the tipping point for so many people. I saw something that said George Floyd was a wake-up call. And they said niggas just been hitting the snooze button since the 1600s. Right. So it's all in how you view it. Because I've been speaking up on this for a long time, but I have taken breaks from it. And I admire the people that do vow themselves to this every day, day in and day out, because it's a never-ending cycle of hurt and pain and realizing what America really is. So, you know, I get mad at people for not speaking in certain times, but that ain't really my right to do so. That's just how I feel.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for stepping in for Quarantine Convo real quick. I know you got to go and do some other stuff. I heard you was recording some Black Lives Matter stuff. I don't know if that's a secret. Let me just, you know.
Nah, I ain't recording that.
Okay, yeah, you ain't doing that. Okay, we're going to talk soon then. I'm quite sure I see you at a show or something like that. Thank you so much for giving me
10
minutes.
No doubt. You had a good weekend.
All right, you too.
All right.